And we have now 3 things to make sure that everything is recording now. My God. All right, you ready?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go, DJ.
Everybody's got the shimmy shakes going on.
Yeah. Get my hips are moving.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Peggy's Perch. Peggy Glenn of the NSU Foundation, the proud presenting sponsor of the Riverhawk Sports Nest podcast.
Absolutely.
So she comes on here, we talk things, NSU Foundation, and then whatever else pops up. And if you were here earlier, we have the Wheel of Specials. She spun the wheel. We had to do it a few times because we got to play nice. So we got, what was it? 5% off food? The 5% off the bill?
Everybody in the place, 5% off.
Yeah, so if you're here for the podcast between 6 and 7, Wheel of Specials. All right, here we go.
Here we go, DJ.
What's going on, Peggy? Did you have a good spring break?
Well, I took it a bit too literally, and I broke my wrist in 2 places.
I didn't even catch on that. What?
Yeah.
You have skin-colored wrap. You hit it very well.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, do tell.
Oh, it's not even a.
Is it not even a good story?
No, I tripped over a parking curb. Wasn't paying attention. The sad part, I had gone down to Dallas. My birthday was that week. Gone down to Dallas for Friday and Saturday, and was getting in the car on my way back to Tahlequah to see a play that was being done by Tahlequah Community Playhouse, and I knew I'd broken it. Just knew it. So
Just
I stopped
knew right away.
Yeah. So I stopped at Walgreens. It's a Saturday. I'm not going to go to the emergency room. I got one of those little crush and shake ice packs.
Yeah.
And a wrap, and
Oh my
got it
gosh.
X-rayed on Monday, and I'm going tomorrow to see an orthopedic surgeon, see if it needs surgery. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
But
Well, we got to come up with a story or something.
I know.
We'll talk about that off air.
yeah,
We'll
yeah.
come up with an idea
You'll
for
have to
that.
brainstorm with that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty pathetic little story.
That's okay, because you got to come up with those stories. Because I remember I fractured my foot. Must have been like 8th grade,
Yeah.
and like literally ran out to the street and stepped in some pothole, and it just fractured like right in the side.
No.
This is stupid. That was 8th grade. So came up with the story of people would ask me because you had the full cast on, on your lower leg.
Yeah.
And,
That's
I play quarterback for our junior high team, and we run the wishbone, and I got beat up on the play and everything. And then, of course, I was telling this story when I was in Dallas with my cousin when I lived in Oklahoma City, so they couldn't verify it.
Right.
Yeah, sounded good.
Sounded great.
Yes.
When I got all the that's
Did everyone sign it?
What,
Is
yeah.
that back in the plaster days?
yeah,
Yeah.
like it was a big thing.
Yeah.
Well, Peggy, we'll move on to some scholarships.
Or
What we got going on
important
here.
things.
So,
We always like to chit chat during Peggy's
Yes.
Perch.
so we're wrapping up March, heading into April.
Yeah.
So what does that mean
That-
for?
What that means for us is the Emerald is just
Oh,
a
that's
little
right.
over 2 weeks away. And so last night we had a coached rehearsal with the 6 student performers, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Just seeing already how they've improved from when they submitted their video auditions to their actual live auditions to now.
Nice.
And just, give them a few pointers on how big the stage is, and you want to work the stage and, smile. those
Now
sorts of
they're
things.
competing for scholarships doing
A
that.
full 1-year scholarship.
Wow.
So 30 hours of tuition and all the mandatory fees.
Dang,
Yeah.
that's huge.
About a little under $8,000.
And on a side note, I will be there for Lakes Country 102.1.
Oh, you will?
That's
Doing
right.
a live remote.
Yeah.
So
Well, okay.
We'll be reporting through on 102.1.
Well, we'll have to get the recap for the week after on the
Yeah.
Peggy's Perch and get your play-by-play on what happened.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So do they all have different routines, or are they?
Yeah,
They're
so
kinda-
it's usually vocal or instrumental.
Okay.
we had one dancer, but this year we have 2 dancers, 2 vocalists, and 2 instrumentalists.
Oh,
So it's a nice variety.
yeah.
And then we're also bringing back last year's winner, Braden Dedman, and he is an absolutely fabulous saxophonist.
Oh, fun.
So yeah, he'll be coming back and making a special appearance. But the big news is that the theme is matchy matchy is probably the best way to describe
Okay.
it. So
Matchy matchy?
matchy matchy. We're offering a match for any donations made the night of
Oh,
using the Mackenzie Scott funds that we received last fall, and so or the earnings from that. So we're encouraging people to come matched.
Wow.
So match your table mates, match whoever you're coming with,
Okay.
match the floor. Whatever matchy match means. to
Matchy
you.
matchy.
Yeah.
You got to coordinate.
Yeah.
You got to coordinate.
yes.
Yeah, so the president and the first lady, President Hanley and Sarah Gunnis Hanley, dressed up in 50s attire for a little video
Fun.
to explain what matchy match means.
Okay.
And then Danny and I had matching velvet green jackets for our little portion of the video. So,
Nice.
Yeah,
That is good.
yeah.
Now, obviously, it's too late for submission. So, how does that process work? When do they submit their video
Yeah.
talent show thing?
So it's usually the month of January. This year we had the deadline, I believe it was February 7th or 8th. That way we let them know before they leave for break that this is something you might want to think about.
Sure.
Maybe start honing your skills, and then the video is submitted. We have a steering committee of local folks, committee members throughout the community, as well as some folks on campus who review all of those, score them, and then we figure out who we want to bring back for live auditions.
That is fun.
Yeah.
It is fun.
Yeah. I went last year, so I'm looking forward to going 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
All right.
It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. What else you got for us, Peggy? Anything besides Emerald coming up?
So,
Oh, no, I got to ask you a question.
oh yeah.
Because I know we had talked about it, I think, last fall,
Yeah.
about me DJing the Emerald Ball. And every time the Emerald Ball happens, it's either right on Crawfish or
Right.
there's some other event that's happening in Tahlequah. And I think the date that he gave me for the Emerald this year was the tentative date for Crawfish, but then they moved Crawfish. So I was like, foiled again.
Could have done it.
Could have done it, but not now. Way too late for sure, but we'll have to work on that. If
Yeah.
Captain's going to be there on the radio, then
Yeah.
You feel you need.
I
to
feel
be
I
there
need
on
to be
the
there too. I don't want
turntable.
a little FOMO. I don't want to. I feel like left out.
That's the
Oh,
other
you
job.
guys could match.
Yes.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could work something out. I like the velvet like
Yeah,
velour
that was
coat.
fun,
Yeah, that's pretty snazzy. I like
Yeah.
that idea.
And they were emerald colored.
Oh,
so
emerald
it
color,
was-
yes.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
All right, what else you got for us?
So we are in the midst of getting scholarship forms out for our scholarship committee to go through at various committees for various colleges. And those, hopefully, we'll have those back before the end of school this semester and start sending out those notifications.
For that, it's just a constant
It is.
wheel,
It
just
is.
never stops.
It doesn't.
So you may not be able to share much on this, but I know that as far as sports go, we've expanded with the wrestling teams and the volleyball team.
Right?
So we've scheduled to have them both on, or all 3 coaches
Coaches,
on
yeah.
before the end of the year.
Awesome.
Are you getting a lot of, I guess, applications with those types of players, or can you say anything like that? I mean, it's because I know we've recruited the first men's wrestler this past week, right?
Yeah.
It was signed them,
Signed
Okay.
him, yeah.
right? So it's like, are you getting a lot more applications with the sports that are being added in? I guess is my question.
Right now, what we're getting, I think, is the buzz. You know, I was talking to someone who knows a female wrestler up at Sand Springs, and I said, you know, NSU's going to have women's wrestling. Really? So it's really more of a just getting the word out
Yeah.
so that folks can start looking at NSU if they are interested, or they're in those sports and want to come and play those sports. And to be in on the ground year.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be
exciting.
Yeah, very exciting.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite impressive to be the first ever wrestling player recruited by
Right?
NSU.
Yep,
And it's going to
you'll
keep
always
happening
be
with
that,
the
yeah.
sports. Yes,
No pressure.
You'll always be the
No
first.
pressure. There's no way.
Yes. But the quotes I like it, you know, and from Coach Tim McLean too with tennis, he
Right.
brought in the men's. They're winning, like they're competitive.
Yeah.
Very competitive. They're winning
Yeah.
and they're competitive, and that's the expectation that the coaches that I'm seeing that are being brought in is like we just don't want to be here. We want to compete and be competitive, and we're here to win.
Yeah, not
That's
just
right.
not just to be here kind
right.
of thing.
Yeah, we're here to win.
And unlike when they're taking over another coach's place where they've got recruits that other coach brought in that maybe they didn't have a full chance to recruit
Right.
for their own team. They've got a blank slate.
Yeah.
And so they can recruit who they want to recruit.
Sure.
Yeah.
And that's going to be their first team.
That'll be
Yeah.
interesting
Yeah.
for sure.
Good times.
Well, Peggy, of course, always remind us of the website.
Yes. So it's www.nsuok.edu/scholarships.
Always got to emphasize the
The
S.
S.
Scholarships.
Plural.
Plural.
It's plural.
Plural.
More than one.
That's what I say. It's always plural. Yes.
Well, Peggy, thank you as always.
Thank y'all.
I mean, it is your segment, so, but still, thank you for being here. It's
Oh,
always
thanks
fun
for
to
setting this
chit
up.
chat.
Yeah.
Always good to see you. Always good to visit with you.
Yeah. Well, come up with a good story for my.
Yeah, we'll
broken
work on
rib.
that for next week. Yeah,
Thanks.
because you're gonna have to probably deal with that for a little bit. I'm
Yeah.
really sorry.
Yeah.
though.
I mean, I guess I could say I was pounding the pavement because I kind of did.
Yeah, pounding the. Oh yeah, you were
Yeah.
pounding the pavement trying to
Yes.
get those scholarships and
I
get
was-
those.
I was thinking
Get those
that,
Emerald
that's why
donations.
when you're going to go off the record, because I'm in sales, and I'm like, we could do something with that. But it's like put it off the air. But yeah, exactly. I'm not, what are you doing? Work? I'm pounding the pavement out here. I can't do anymore. Oh, I'm sorry about your arm. You know. So yes,
I think
that's the perfect
we're onto something
Yeah.
there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
For sure.
All right. Well, until next week, this has been Peggy's Perch. We'll see you next time. We're out. I'm Sean Solo,
And I'm Gavin Morgan.
and you are.
Peggy Glenn.
We'll see you next week. Bye bye.
Bye.